We were talking about Bucky Brooks' latest mock draft. And I asked you, you get to 20 and Ashton Genty's gone.
Okay.
And Omarion Hampton's gone.
Right.
Well, what do you do then? And Bucky Brooks' latest mock draft has that exact scenario, where Ashton Genty, like most mock drafts as of late, doesn't get past the Raiders at number 6. And in this mock draft by Bucky Brooks of NFL Network, Omarion Hampton, he's off the board at number 10 because the Chicago Bears make that pick. Would it be too early? Yeah, Cecil and I both agree on that. Would we be surprised that the Bears made a foolish decision? No, I don't think we would. So if you're at 20 and you get there, Colston Loveland's still available. Now, do you do that with the addition of Evan Ingram, or you wait to do that later? You know who else is available at this spot in the Bucky Brooks mock draft? I'm going to nail that at some point. Is T-Mac, our boy McMillan from Arizona, and the wide receiver that we say probably the best in this class. If Travis Hunter's not going to be a full-time, then you go to T-Mac there. He would still be available at 20.
Wow.
And now Omarion Hampton's not on the board. I'd have a hard time if I were calling the shots down there. If I were George Payton and I had my GM hat on, I'd have a very hard time passing up T-Mac when the top 2 running backs have already been selected.
Yeah, the top 2 running backs have been selected, and T-Mac is almost perfect for what Sean Payton wants. He wants the big bodies. He wants the trees. Leave that one alone. He wants the trees, right? He wants the big-bodied wide receiver. T-Mac is exactly that. He's a different, younger Mike Evans. That's high praise for a guy who's never not had 1,000 yards. So, okay, I'll be pessimistic and say he's Drake London or Michael Pittman. Like, yeah, he's really damn good at football and would be excellent here because, point-blank period, your Cortland Sutton replacement may not be on the roster. Maybe it's Devon Vele, but maybe not. Right? Maybe the 7th rounder will always be the plucky, root for him, Tim Patrick type of guy, and never a number 1. And that feels more likely. I think it's ridiculous to ask Vele you're going to be number 1, right? You're going to be 7th rounder, you're going to be number 1. And by the way, by the time his rookie contract up, he's going to be 50. He won't be 50, but it'll be like 31 or something. Like, seriously, he's going to be older. He was an older rookie. Yeah. So, like, all right, your replacement for Cortland Sutton isn't here yet. Now, I want Sutton to be around for another couple of years. I'm not you shipping him out of here. Like, just get him out of here. He won't take $20 million a year. Stephon Diggs just got $23 million a year. Cortland Sutton's number starts at $23 million a year, and I hope you get him for 23.1. I hope you can get that done. But either way, I like that better than going for Treyveon Henderson here, and I have Henderson as the most Kamara back in this class. He doesn't have the power of Kamara, but I love his quickness. I love his speed. I love the way that he can take the dead leg and take it away. Like, he can just trick guys. Almost like a Allen Iverson type on I watch a lot of old head basketball, like old Jason Williams, right? Little white chocolate out there. Treyveon Henderson does that little take it away, boom, fall down, like Gary Payton did trying to cover Jason Williams. So, yeah, I mean, the dude's amazing. Not at 20. I don't even want Omarion Hampton at 20, and he's my number 2 back in this class. What
do you think the range is for those two? We'll include Hampton in this. If it's not at 20, do you go 28 to 51?
I don't want to – we're going to slice it up like this, and then people are like, we'll just take him at 20. Yeah, you're right. 28 to 35.
Oh, to 35. Okay.
Omarion Hampton and Treyveon Henderson should be late first, early second-round picks. That's what they should be. Now, the NFL's crazy, and guys are going to go on runs. And, Kev, I think Mace just sent you some audio because he was Mace always talking to everybody, right? Mike Tannenbaum from ESPN, and we've got the sound. Let me know if that comes through there, Kev. But why you go running back in round 1 despite a deep draft class at the position? So Mike Tannenbaum, former GM, is talking about that. Mace talked to him today. We'll discuss it more on Orange and Blue today, but there's a consideration. Certainly. But if I could move back and still get Treyveon Henderson, I'd be a little bit happier based on the value at that pick.
But you did tell me you just said 28 to 35. So no chance either a Hampton or a Henderson are sitting there at 51.
Oh, God, no.
Could you trade up to 39, 40?
No.
It's got to be in that range.
No.
We're talking about a 7-pick range.
When I write, the draft is going to be a whirlwind for me. I may need more Mountain Dew. I didn't think you think that was possible, but it is possible.
You could like mainline it.
I may ask you to tap a vein. I may ask you for more coffee as a friend. Like, hey, could you pick me up?
You gotta win a bet, and then we can make that happen.
Okay, all right, I'll do that. But as I write, like, who's the best of the rest for day 2? if they're there, I guarantee you the top of the list will be Marion Hampton and Treyveon Henderson. There's no doubt. There is no question. So, yeah, I mean, I even have, and I've graded these guys as second-round players, but I have a little trepidation saying they'd be there at 33. That's the type of players they are. And, again, in this league, guys like Mike Tannenbaum saying to go ahead and take a running back in round 1, even though it's a deep class. If other teams feel that way, then look out. It's going to be a run. And the reason why Audric Estime is here, it's not for Vic or Ryan, although they probably think it is because it's Notre Dame all day. But it's basically because they were at the end of the run and he was all that was left. I don't want to be mean, but that's what happened. You should have drafted Bucky Irvin.
I mean, dude, you're not speaking out of turn. It's a 5th-round running back. You know,
too many running backs went, and then they're like, oh, pants are down. Let's take a running back. This year, I mean, it's just so thick. The most running backs I've ever seen in a draft class that are draftable. The most. And this isn't me liking some late round guy as I became best friends with CJ Anderson. Like, you know, I knew CJ could play, but he was an undrafted guy. I'm telling you, this year, 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd round, 7th round, undrafted. There's so many potential playmakers. Yo, my man, 2 pieces of cheese, 2 running backs in this draft.
All right. Broncos country, how do you feel about it? With Hampton off of the board, would you go with Henderson at number 20, or is that way too early? Would T-Mac interest you there as looked at as the best wide receiver in this draft? You let us know on the RamosLaw.com text line. Put your name on it so we can give you a shout out. The number's 303-713-1043. We'll react to a few of those texts because I do want to get back to an Avalanche conversation and hear from Jared Bednar, but we'll react to a few of those texts. And you wondered, Cecil, what it was going to look like at Ask